Hey, good evening, people, and welcome to my channel, Positivity in Motion. I am Victoria. I am excited to be here tonight. I realize that I am a little late, but I hope you find time to pop in with me anyway. On my channel, I share tips with you that I hope will help kickstart you into having a fantastic week. And I'm having a fantastic evening this evening, because tonight we're going to tackle a question, one that I had to tackle myself when I was in the workforce. Is it the job or is it me? Is it the job or is it me? You know, I don't have my light on here tonight either. Let me turn my light on because I'm seeing a little shadow. Yeah, that brightened me up just a little bit. And then I have another little light that I turn on. Let me turn that one on as well. And tonight, I really did want to just laugh a little bit and have some fun. And one of these videos I'm going to do, and that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to let you see the real Victoria cut loose and have some fun, which I enjoy doing it anyway. But tonight we're talking about, is it the job or is it me? Have you ever felt stuck in a role, frustrated with your work, or simply feeling unfulfilled? It can be tough to discern whether the problem lies with the job or is it something personal that's affecting you in your work, in your perspective. So in this video tonight, we're going to explore signs that might indicate it's the job or signs that might indicate that it's you. I'm also going to share 3 tips at the end to help diagnose the issues and how we can fix those issues. So stay to the end. And I have one extra thing that I'm going to share at the end that you want to make sure that you stay in tune for as well. So now let's get in motion. And in case you don't know, that's my theme. I say let's get in motion because my channel is positivity and motion. Okay, so let me stop being a little loose and let me get to the point. So it's important that we understand what's driving the issue behind the cause of the job dissatisfaction. And knowing this insight can lead to informed career decisions. And in today's times, we do want to make informed decisions, whether we're seeking a new position or we're addressing personal challenges. Recognizing the root cause can prevent future dissatisfaction and can guide us towards roles that align with our values, our personal goals, and help foster personal growth in our personal life as well as professional fulfillment. So I'm going to cover 3 signs that might indicate that it's the job, okay? So some common signs would be lack of growth. You're not seeing opportunities for advancement. And that's a good one because you have to delve into that one. I'm a Christian and spiritual to a certain degree, and I do believe that not until we're ready, certain doors are going to open. So when opportunities are lack of growth, you have to look internal too. I'm going to talk about that a little more. But lack of growth could be one. You're not seeing advancement. Or you could be in a toxic work environment. Been there, done that, where there's poor relationship with your colleagues or management. Yeah, toxic work environments where you're just dreading every day going into work because it's an emotional upheaval. And then the job may not be matching with your values. The company values don't align with your personal goals. So the 3 areas that I signify that might be indicating that it's the job and not you is lack of growth, toxic work environment, and mismatched values. Your values don't align with the company. Now, 3 incidences or areas that might indicate that it's you. It could be that you're just burnt out. And you need to recognize the signs of stress and fatigue. And we've covered that in other videos, the importance of staying mindful and being in tune with yourself so you can avoid burnout. But that is one area that might signify that it's you, that you're just burnt out. Do you have unrealistic goals about the position? Are you expecting too much from your job? That's a valid question. And then there's personal circumstances, life challenges and life changes that can and do affect work and work perspectives. So those are the three that might indicate that it's you, baby, and not the job. You're burnt out, you have unrealistic expectations, and you have personal circumstances that preventing you from seeing and doing what it is that you like to do in the position that's affecting your perspective of the job. Now, this is the section that I feel is of the utmost importance, and I'm going to share 3 tips on how to diagnose the issues. And the 3 tips will be self-reflection, seek feedback, and possibly professional help. Now, when we talk about self-reflection, it is very important because it encourages us to take steps on our own that can help change the trajectory of our role in that position. One thing that is common that you could do is journal, or you can mentally reflect at the end of the day, at the end of the week, whatever you want to do, on how you're getting through in that particular position. The pros, the cons, what's working, what's not working, how you're feeling every day about going in. All of that stuff makes a difference and is important. Now, self-reflection is a process of examining your thoughts, your feelings, and actions. And you do that so you can gain a better insight, a deeper insight into yourself. It involves looking inward to assess personal values, your beliefs, and experiences, which can lead you to greater self-awareness. Now, this is something that you do need to do somewhat regularly, and you would have to be the one to determine what's regular for you. But by doing it regular, you can then identify areas for growth, areas that you might need to grow in. You might recognize patterns in your behavior that you need to tweak or that you need to just cut out. Stop doing it. Yes. And you will also be able to make informed decisions that align with your goals and your values. Very important. So the practice is essential. It's essential for your development, and it can help you in the direction of both your personal and your professional life. Very, very good. Okay, now the next area that we're going to cover is seek feedback. This is number 2. You need to talk to trusted colleagues and mentors. You need to choose the right people. That's important. So you need to identify colleagues, mentors, or even friends that you trust and who understand your work and your personal situation. You need to consider those who can provide constructive and honest feedback based on their experience. Based on their experience. Now, when you seek out these people and reach out for feedback, you want to be clear about what you want to know. Yes. So instead of asking for just general feedback, pose a specific question that target areas that you seek to improve. Yeah, for example, For example, one approach you could say, what do you think about my approach to this project? If you're working on a project. Or you could ask, how can I enhance my communication skills? And if you recently had an interview that you didn't do as favorable in, you could ask, what are some of the things from the interview that I can improve upon? And you work on those. So seeking feedback from colleagues and professionals Within the work environment, I think it's important because you're going to get directions from the source that can share with you specifically what it is that they are looking for so that you can better prepare for future opportunities. So don't be afraid to do that. So we talked about self-reflection and we've talked about seek feedback from trusted colleagues, mentors, and friends. You don't want somebody just going to give you a willy-nilly response that's not in it with you. So seek good, constructive feedback. Now, the third area is professional help. This is very important. Consider consulting a career coach if needed, because your future is an investment. And a lot of times it's not going to be something that's going to change overnight. For some, it might take months. For others, it might take years before you've finally gotten to that place. Don't lose heart. Hang in there and keep working towards your goals, whatever they are. But a career coach can play a vital role in helping you navigate your paths. They can provide guidance and support in various areas, including goal setting, skill development, job search strategies if that's needed, and career transitioning if that's needed, as well as be an accountability person for you. And we talked about that in the video last week. But a career coach serves as a valuable source for personal and professional development that can empower you to make informed decisions. So you don't want to take that lightly because it's an investment in you. And like I said, it's left up to you. This is personal for each individual. It's personal for you. And your career, it is really a path that you have to decide that you want to commit to because it's your future. And because it's your future, it's worth investing in. Now, I did share that I would share an additional tip at the end, and that is the need to walk in silence. Not everyone is in your corner, and you don't necessarily need to be out broadcasting to everyone what you're trying to do. When you do that, you open up a Pandora's box where you'll get a lot of opinions, a lot of ideas, some negativity on things that you might want to do that can just shut you down. And you're not trying to shut down, you're trying to rise up. So you want to be mindful and walk in silence. That's something that I had to learn to do. Walk in silence. So, in conclusion now, we've discussed a lot tonight. But the three main areas that we discussed, I think, were the discussion points where we diagnose what the issue is and we work towards fixing that, handling that, taking care of that, getting about the business on that because it's about you. And that was self-reflection, going inward to see what we think the problem is, seeking feedback, identifying colleagues, mentors, or friends who we trust and understand our work situation to help guide us in this journey, and as well as seeking professional help, a career coach, because your future is an investment. I encourage you to take actions based on your findings because you will have to do some research on this for yourself. And like I said, take a journal, get you a book, get you a little tablet, and write the stuff down so you'll know. Like I said, for some of you, it's going to be months. For some, it'll be years. And that is okay because each of us is on our specific journey. Just hang in there. So I want to encourage you to put comments in the comment section. So I'll make sure that I'm covering topics that you're interested in and getting feedback. And anything that you share, you never know, it might help someone else. So feel free to share. Thanks so much for popping in. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to join our family on my channel for more content. Now, you know how I like to end. Yes, you do. I end it this way. I think every time, at least I try to. every day, I want you to look at yourself in the mirror and smile and say, hey, beautiful. Hey, handsome. Because you are unique. There is not one other person like you on this side of life, and there will never, ever be. You are it. Search out and find your purpose and get on it. And remember, it might not be the job and it might not be you. So think about that and have a fantastic week.